I said be careful what you wish for, cause you just might get it. And if you get it, then you just might not know what to do with it, cause it might just come back on you tenfold. I gotta let it So baby, dry your eyes. Say all the tears you've cried. Oh, that's what dreams are made of. 'Cause we belong in a world that must be strong. Oh, that's what dreams are made of.
Dan Radio Style. Hope everybody out there is having themselves a good time. I kind of had to do this one a little differently, obviously, right? I initially was going to be careful what you wish for as the whole theme or topic, and I still might call it that just because it's more marketable, right? Here I am trying to make this more interesting. But essentially, what my whole point is one, yes, be careful what you wish for. I'm going to cover that real quickly, very short show. But on top of that, let's keep our dreams in mind, man. Shoot, because that's what it's all about, really, is trying to manifest, trying to create these dreams that we have inside our heads and that we have at night or that our hearts are yearning for, right? Because each and every one of us has something that tugs at us. And there's a lot of you out there, myself included from time to time, we sometimes kind of subdue that noise. We make up any number of reasons. My kids, I don't have time. I'll do it later in life. You know what? There's always time to somehow start working towards your dreams. All right? You don't have to do it full time. If you're a mom and you've got 50,000 things going on during the day and you're constantly always attending to everybody and everyone else's needs, you can probably, if you plan your day correctly or your week, you might be able to find one 20-minute block someplace where you can work on it, where you can pull out a notepad and start writing down ideas, where you can maybe hop on a microphone or do a quick little video thing with your crappy little camera phone and just, film something because you want to do that. You want to start a blog. Start doing it. Just spend a little time. You don't have to invest, $1 billion years, right? Right off the bat. Just start small, start simple. So I've already started the show without even saying the business. I love it. That's how Dan Radio Style works, right? So there's the channel, Dan Radio Style. Thank you for joining me. Also contact me, spiritradiodanstyle@gmail.com. You know it. That's right. And then the name, the music. Oh, a whole bunch of songs in there. Be careful what you wish for at the beginning. That was Eminem. We did the Cranberries in there doing Dreams. We did Wildest Dreams by, what is that young lady? Taylor Swift. There you go. And, of course, Dreams from Van Halen, one of my personal faves, and also a Blue Angels song when they did the videos. Very cool, right? So anyway, it's all about our dreams, about manifesting, about making things happen, and I want all of you guys to kind of keep a couple real basic points in mind. These are just, I don't want to say warnings. It's just things to be mindful of. If you're trying to make major changes in your lives, this will really kind of ring true more or be more applicable than those of you that are just trying to make subtle differences. So, of course, always be careful what you wish for. Sometimes we can ask for things in our lives, and for that to occur, and we forget to keep these things in mind when we're trying to manifest, right? But if you're trying to manifest something kind of big, it might require some things to happen. It might require a change of position, change of job, change in relationship. So again, when you ask for these big things, just understand that if you're serious about wishing to have what you're going after and you do some conscious steps to make these things happen, meaning you focus your thoughts, you spend some time meditating on it. A lot of the stuff I've talked about in other videos, or audio blogs, whatever. I don't even know what I call it. Radio blogs? What the hell are these? Anyway, I'll figure that out at some point. But you need to spend some time, if you're going to consciously spend some time towards this effort or this endeavor, understand that it could have some unintended consequences, but these unintended consequences that we might label bad or scary or weird or freaky, in all honesty, need to happen and are representational of your progress moving forward. Sometimes when we're asking to make major changes in our lives, we have to shed some serious slough, some nasty, get rid of all that nastiness and move into this lighter, more spiritually alive, more vibrant, more colorful kind of being that you are going to become as you slowly start to progress through these changes, these awakenings, being conscious of living in life. It's just freaking awesome when you really start to pay attention to it all. Also, one thing to keep in mind, a lot of us are like, why can't you just be a billionaire right off the bat? Well, that's an excellent question. Thank you for asking. The reason you can't in some cases, one, are in a lot of people's cases, your consciousness is not prepared to be that wealthy. It's just you wouldn't even know what to do with yourself. And a lot of lottery winners, and you can look this up online. Statistically speaking, people that go from poor to super wealthy tend to end up bankrupt super fast. Like a lot of times within a year. I mean, some of the statistics are frightening. And it's because people that don't have money don't know how to behave when you have a lot of money. Especially when everyone and their mother comes out of the woodworks and says, oh my God, I got a billion dollar idea. All you need to do is give me $1 million and I can about guarantee you will quintuple that money within 4 or 5 days. You know, something crazy, right? It's always too good to be true. And a lot of times people just don't know how to behave that way. Another good example of karma where, you know, if you had $1 million right off the bat, it might affect all the job choices you'd make, relationship choices you'd make. You might meet your special somebody just a hair down the road after you get this other job because you're striving to make more money and get that better house. Sometimes that focus in life is what drives some people in the direction they need to go, meaning you're going to make a family, right? You're maybe a 20-year-old kid and you're planning on growing up and being a husband and a family, right? So these things, if you're going to be all those things, you get the job, you need to start making the money, you need to get the good insurance, all these things need to start falling into place for that end result to occur. So another good example of how there's a lot of little steps. So again, sometimes we might be trying to manifest something very simple, I'm trying to manifest an apple, and an apple is what I'm going to get. Sometimes we might try to manifest, a full turkey dinner, right? Get the full turkey dinner. But in order to do that, you got to manifest the stuffing, you got to manifest the gravy, you got to manifest the turkey, you got to manifest the baking, you got to manifest, right? All the parts of it have to happen in order for that bigger thing to occur, right? So let's just keep these things in mind. It's not always just black and white. And again, the karma, sometimes I feel like I didn't touch upon that as much as I should have. Sometimes karma, we've got like lessons to learn. We've got to sometimes get wronged because we've wronged other people. Sometimes bad things have to happen to good people because sometimes we just need to neutralize out, or we need to be more humbled. Maybe sometimes we're getting ahead of ourselves, getting a big head. Maybe we're becoming too successful too fast when we're walking around going, well, look at what I'm doing. And people are just like, dude, you're a jerk, right? So keep these things in mind as we're trying to grow and develop. And just to give a couple quick examples of where I think we open ourselves up. So I guess this is the advice, right? Here's the advice part. When you come at manifesting from a more broader perspective, meaning you're kind of like your funnel's huge, you're not being specific in any way, shape, or form. Maybe an example is more money. Just, I'd like to have more money. Okay. Not very specific and certainly not telling the universe anything. So you're kind of opening yourself up to any number of things happening. Maybe picking up a second job, maybe picking up a third job, maybe having someone offer you some work, but it's someone that you can't say no to, so you're doing something that's not really fun, or it's a waste of time, or like you make decent money, but now all of a sudden you're babysitting 2 days a week because someone's asked you, and you're like, oh, you want to make extra money? I could really use an extra time, babysitting my kid or walking my dog or something stupid, right? But you could potentially be making more money with that same amount of time had you been more specific with your manifesting that you're trying to do. Another good example, and I think this is the one that kind of gets people in a lot of trouble, improved relationship. Say you're in a relationship already, right? Things are not going well. Maybe you're spiritually evolving and your partner's not at the same pace anyways. Maybe they just constantly annoy you because they can't pick up their clothes, or they always put stuff on the table. You've told them 1 billion times not to put stuff on the table, and they keep putting stuff on the table. Whatever the case is, you're trying to improve your relationship. Maybe in your mind, you sort of intentionally would like it to be with the same partner, but you're not really specific about that when you are asking the universe, hey, I'd like a better relationship. Sometimes that causes the current relationship to crumble further, so it ends and makes room for new. Now, that might be the best thing for you. I'm not saying it is or isn't. I'm not saying Because a lot of times I know we'll try to stay in relationships just because we feel like we're supposed to, or we're loyal, or whatever the case is. But sometimes relationships don't necessarily work anymore. And I truly do think it's because things are changing so quickly in society, via technology, via the way the energy is changing on this planet. All these vibrations are kicking off, and a lot of us are waking up and becoming far more spiritual at a very rapid pace. And we're sort of doing it in different speeds from those necessarily around us. So someone that you may have loved hanging out with a year ago might sort of drag on your nerve a little bit now. Maybe it's an old friend. Maybe you just don't hang out quite as much because they're just still stuck in that, oh, poor me, or whatever. And you're more at this place in life where you're more empowered and you're kind of moving forward and making a big difference. So these are kinds of some of the things that can change. So be mindful. When you're trying to manifest, sometimes it depending on what you're asking for, sometimes it can have a sort of different in consequence than you may have thought of. So keep it in mind. Try to be a little more specific about what it is that you'd like to experience. Maybe a specific job, maybe in a specific industry. Maybe I'd like a promotion instead of just more money. Try to be a little more specific, at least to get yourself going. And again, it's always good to throw at the very end if it's in all people's higher purpose, or if it's in your divine right purpose, then have it be so. Because sometimes also asking for things that really, really would not benefit you for the purpose of why you're alive, your life purpose, your soul mission, your plan, your whatever. Like there's certain things we all really wanted to experience here when we came into this life. So these sometimes supersede the possibility of maybe being a millionaire right off the bat, because then again, you wouldn't have been in that location at that time because you'd have no need to be. Again, things happen perfectly. To borrow a very awesome phrase that a lot of religious people tend to believe, but it's true. God works in mysterious ways, and sometimes we really need to understand there's a bigger picture at work, not just what we're asking for. And that God, Spirit, Source, everyone is always trying to bring our highest purposes towards us. It's just more an issue of us focusing and deciding, what do I want? God's like, all right, cool, about time, man. I gave you this awesome place where you can do whatever you want. The canvas is yours to paint, and you guys keep asking me, what do you want? That's like, no, tell me what you want. Try it. I'm telling you, it's awesome. Dan Radio Style, hope it makes a difference. Hope you like what I'm doing. Again, please share, please like, and please follow if you aren't already. I appreciate it very, very much. Again, this is Dan Radio Style. Contact me at spiritradio.danstyle@gmail.com, and we'll do another show here coming up soon. Appreciate it. Thanks.